What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. We have Payton McNabb. Yeah, this is heartbroken over the Democrats' coldness at the Trump speed of the story. And she got injured by a biological male transgender. Yep, let's get into it. Fox News. Yeah, Payton McNabb. So this is the BS, and let's look at Trump's speech and Payton McNabb's interview.
Executive order to ban men from playing in women's sports. 3 years ago, Payton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Payton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. Payton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team or they will lose all federal funding.
A spotlight on the fight for fairness in women's sports. President Trump there sharing former high school athlete Payton McNabb's heartbreaking story during his speech to Congress. McNabb was one of the president's guests last night and joins us now from the White House. Payton, thank you so much for joining us. What was that moment like for you last night?
I mean, absolutely incredible and such an honor. This is something I'm never going to forget for the rest of my life. And I'm just so thankful to President Trump and the First Lady for the invite. And I'm just overwhelmed with emotions. I could not be more thankful.
How much does this help, do you think, push forward your message for fairness in women and girls sports?
Yeah, President Trump really gave this issue even more of a voice. He has before, and he just continues to do so. So him seeing our issue being important enough to speak about at such a nationally huge speech. I mean, at the State of the Union address, he mentioned me and our story and my story. So having that, I'm so thankful to him. He made these promises on his campaign. He campaigned heavily on this issue because he sees it for what it is. It is a real issue, and it's happening all over our country. So I'm just incredibly thankful for him, and I'm just so happy.
Well, you were there firsthand, so you saw the protests that were put up by Democrats, many of them not even willing to stand in support of this. We know when we saw the vote on the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, not a single Senate Democrat voted in favor of that. Riley Gaines has been a huge advocate for this, of course, leading the charge for women in girls sports. This was her reacting on Hannity last night to Democrats and their antics last night.
To see the theatrics, the performative, that's what it is. It's performance that we saw from them, wearing all the pink to symbolize standing with women. Again, this party, the Democratic Party, could not be further from being pro-woman. They are anti-woman and they are anti-reality.
I wonder where they think they are with the American public on this issue. You'll see them in the audience, as you saw firsthand. These Democrats, congresswomen,
Unbelievable.
pink, specifically to protest President Trump's policies on women. As this is happening, we've got new polling from the New York Times on biological males in women's sports. And Payton, when asked about thinking about transgender female athletes, meaning athletes who were born male and then choose to be female and participate in women's sports, only 18% think that should be allowed. Nearly 80% of respondents say that should not be allowed.
That is crazy.
So why do they think, Democrats, think that they're speaking for the people on this issue by protesting fairness in women's sports?
Once again, the
there
Democrats
they
have
are.
proven how out of touch they really are. I mean, like you said, 80% of the country agrees with this across all party lines. So for them to be willing to die on this hill just to push this agenda is absurd. And last night, I thought that the pink suits and everyone matching was real cute when, of course, the day before, 0 Democrats voted for the protection of women and girls. And then 0 Democrats stood and applauded when I was getting recognized for my injury, because like Raleigh said, I mean, they couldn't be more anti-woman.
Wow.
And
They're
frankly, they are
doubling down.
anti-American. They really embarrassed themselves all night, and it was honestly sad to see. But I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Peyton, I am in awe of you and Riley Gaines and all these incredibly powerful, strong women that are standing up for girls and women in sports. And thank you so much for joining us, and lovely to see that moment with you last night. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Peyton, thank you.
All right, so there you go. And yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. McNabb, who took a hard hit, and because I work in volleyball, I think it could have killed her if that male was an actual like a D1 prospect. If that was a D1 prospect, it could have probably killed McNabb. And I'm hate to bring that on, but yeah, and majority of America, even like the Democrats, are like, what the hell? They sat, look at this, false. They believe, okay, men should play in women's sports. Unbelievable, what is going on here. And you heard, from Payton in the interview, it's unbelievable that, okay, transgender males. And sorry, he was born a male, but you want to play with this boeffery, you want to play with the fuckery, really? And this is maybe okay because Trump's in office, and you got this Trump derangement syndrome, and everything is this and that. Unbelievable. So what the hell? And now she can't even play college sports barely. I mean, Peyton Manning took one in the head, but I'm still sitting here like, imagine if that was a D1 prospect hitting that ball. She probably wouldn't even be standing here. I mean, because I, watch a lot of volleyball as an official. Yeah. I mean, the hits that even the high school boys, when the school is, up there in, the Division I prospects, yeah, that ball could have actually done more damage. But it is what it is. This is the bullfuckery that we're dealing with the Democrats. And, I'm not even either one, but what makes sense, I'm like, okay, most Americans don't want this. Most of us in America don't want this. It's always the little few that want this. No, and plus the safety of the girls. Are you kidding me? So, yeah. So there we go. But yeah, Peyton Manning. Yeah, at least she's standing. Jesus. So yeah. All right. If any of you enjoyed this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe. And I'll see you in my next video.